I was here even you blinked and now is time to show up. Me, cheating at exam, teacher, what are you doing? Me. Me, I want the best present for Christmas. My mom, we already have the present for you. Me at home, when I realize that the best present for Christmas is my old gift for birthday. Corporate needs you to find out difference between this photo and this photo. Me, this is opposite different photos. I must be at work tomorrow at 6 a.m. My dog whole night near the fridge at 1 a.m. DM gave a party of wizards a magic item that lets them ignore one sentence or rule from a spell description when casting. What's the worst that could happen? Professor Oak summoning another continent for Ash to explore, so he can bang his mom for another season. Me, excited for winter break. Teacher, 3 essays, a project and a presentation. Women and children's clothing section in store. Men's clothing section in store. Mother got extremely sick on Christmas, she gets hospitalized. Doctor tell us she will be here until January 2nd. I take care of my mother and I have to stay on the hospital every night taking care of her. Tell my girlfriend I have to cancel our plans for New Year's party at a friend house because I'll be staying with my mom. She tells me she is still going without me. I think to myself, well, I don't want her to have a shitty New Year. No, it's okay. Later today best bro calls me, hey buddy, I heard that you are staying at the hospital for New Year. I cancelled my plans and will bring you food to the hospital so we can celebrate. If schools were closed in the pandemic because they said only essentials need to be open, then school was never an essential. He's out of line, but he's right. For the first time ever, no British fans were arrested at the World Cup. Impossible. Perhaps the archives are incomplete. At a skate park, older dude outside the fence sees me and yells, heckles, do a kickflip. So I did one. He then turns to his friend and says, holy shit, he actually did it. Did you find this humiliating or liberating? I was just happy to make it first try. Saw this sweet old man in his dope hat on the train today. Make racism wrong again. Chinese peasants every time a natural disaster out of emperor's control happens. Shame. I have no idea why people hate furries so much. And at this point, I'm too afraid to ask. People, Henry VII was awful. 6 wives is way too much. King Solomon. Wizard, is this the only entrance to the dungeon? DM, yes, why do you ask? Wizard, I make a bonfire in the entrance of the dungeon. I set it ablaze with fire spell which will burn for a few hours. But during those hours the oxygen in the dungeon will be sucked up and suffocate all the monsters inside. And Jesse, WTF talking about? When mom tries to barge in, but you're in the middle of wrapping her Christmas present. Crowd pushing me towards her. Me trying not to touch her. Girl stands next to me. When people say video games make you violent but you're too scared to click the rude dialogue option because you don't want to hurt the NPC's feelings. When your admiral has failed you for the last time. You have failed me for the last time, Admiral. The let people enjoy things. MFS when I shatter their mother's kneecaps with a tire iron, I enjoy it. Pippin after Donther asks him to sing a song. Beat, I'll go a cappella. 4-year-old me, realizing that people die. Also 4-year-old me, realizing that I'm people. A couple of weeks ago we had an icebreaker during my graduate seminar and the question was, what is your irrational fear? My answer was hammerhead sharks. And today in class I walked in and saw this. Don't feel bad about not having a girlfriend yet. Remember, Shrek didn't have a girlfriend until he was 30. Unlike Shrek, I'm not sexy as fuck. Me giving bad lifting advice to people at the gym so they don't get as big as me. Thrawn, waits and learns about the culture of a planet for a calculated assault. Thrawn_bot, waits and learns about the culture of this community for a calculated takeover. I want my own spin-off. Your own spin-off? Anakin, the entire saga is your spin-off. Crazy AF psychologists picking the most illogical behavior to be considered normal by society. The Hobbit, an unexpected journey turns 10 this year. When you're wiping and your finger breaks through the tissue. Me watching the Fed who came to investigate suspicious activity in my home get liquefied by the illegally imported 2001 Komodo dragon I named Charizard. For those of you that don't know, I'm not accepted by my parents for being gay. I have struggled for 5 years with them and decided this year to cut off contact. This is my first Christmas not with them, and this is how Sarah's, my fiancée, dad tagged my gift. I carried the ring for more than 500 pages and everybody hates me. You basically did nothing but sing for 50 pages and become the hero. Doesn't seem fair. When you ask a 4-year-old how many US presidents there have been. Always 2 there are, no more, no less. Ancient Celts when the sun shines through their cool rock pile and the pig is ready for slaughter. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Yoda sensing the deaths of all of the other Jedi through the Force. The clones in his battalion who hadn't received Order 66 yet. Who wants to play in the Shadowrun setting? Who wants to play with Shadowrun system? Arthur Guinness signing a 9,000-year lease at £45 a year for his new brewery. It would have lasted until the year 10,759. Sometimes, my genius is, it's almost frightening. On my way to work. Oops, forgot my will to live. When you're on your lunch break and consider not going back. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. I would like to say thanks to the person that taught me the metric system. Math teacher. Sit the f back down, I ain't talking about you. Drugs. Anakin. Is it possible to learn this power? Palpatine. Grins not from a Jedi. Which is why I use Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community where you can learn and teach just about anything. Get 2 months of Skillshare Premium for free with coupon code SHEEV. When my son was born, I created an email address for him. Every achievement and photo taken is sent to that email. When he is old enough, he will get the password and will have all those memories. Sharing this idea for those who may like it to do as well. Me doing 1 hour of self-care after doing 23 hours of self-destruction. 6 years old me, explaining the awesome, imagination-filled adventure I just had outside. My grandma. Wow, dating 2022, so, have you always been a woman?